So this instrument was 100% ready to go. And then
What a beauty.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is so exciting because I get to share with you a project that I have been working on for the past 4 months. It's also a demonstration of the community and engagement that is being created here on this YouTube channel. This all started not long ago when one of you guys, one of the YouTube subbies, contacted me to say, hey, I have an extra instrument that I would like to see go to a good home, to a student that might not otherwise have the option to play bassoon. Immediately I thought of Atlanta Music Project. Now, Atlanta Music Project came to mind for me because a co-founder and executive with Atlanta Music Project is Dante Rameau. And Dante and I met when we were in Banff Center for the Arts over 10 years ago, and we were both doing artistic residencies. We did a masterclass series, and then we also performed in the orchestra there. And I know that the work he is doing is exemplary with Atlanta Music Project. Now, the first thing I did when I got a hold of the instrument was send it to Chad Taylor. Now, Chad Taylor, you might remember already from my YouTube channel, is a bassoon repair specialist technician. Lucky for me, Chad agreed to do all of the repair work on the instrument completely for free. He made sure the instrument was sealing, he replaced pads, and he also oiled the keys. So it was in perfect working order when I went ahead and packed it up and made sure that we were all set to go for the young students at Atlanta Music Project to have their first meeting with a bassoon. I wasn't going to let Dante get away without having a great conversation about music entrepreneurship and what it means for him to start a nonprofit in an area, how he chose Atlanta, and also the power of the donation of the bassoon for the project.
I moved to Atlanta in 2010, basically to try my luck at starting a nonprofit organization in a town that had a good combination of important factors to start an arts education nonprofit. So for those, you may be music education majors or musicians that are interested in outreach, there's a big need for this kind of program in most big cities in the United States. But also Atlanta has a lot of money.
So I mean, there's no joke.
There's a lot of big corporations here that are headquartered here, like Home Depot, UPS, Coca-Cola, Chick-fil-et. So these are some of the organizations that support the Atlanta Music Project. To part with an instrument is a big deal. So for us, we're really thankful and we're grateful as an organization that these instruments are going to be put to good use. And the hardest part about purchasing a bassoon for a nonprofit of our size is that for the price of one bassoon, I can get 20 or 30 violins.
Oh, isn't that the truth?
So it's hard to justify at our stage of development. But this is going to be amazing. I think that secretly the bassoon is one of the most fun instruments to start playing because it's actually easy to start. Of course, it gets a little bit more challenging as they get into more complex work, but I think that it's harder to start the flute, harder to start the clarinet, harder to start the trumpet.
Oh, the embouchure is such a big thing.
Yeah. It's kind of pretty easy to get a sound out of the bassoon, especially one like this, where the repairs have been done so well and the reeds are so great. Thanks for the reeds.
Hey,
Raffe reeds.
I think this is amazing because it shows that community outreach can happen even via the internet and even through social media resources. And by networking with you guys, the viewers, that then now you get to see what can happen with instruments and the outreach that can happen throughout the world. So it's a global community that is all moving towards the same goal of getting instruments in young kids' hands. And that's what it's all about,
Thanks, Eryn.
Aww.
This is great. I'm so happy.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I think this is a great example of what we are doing together on this channel, and it shows that my goal of making bassoon accessible is truly meeting greater needs, and I thank you guys for that. If you want to make sure you don't miss a future video, be sure to click that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!